everyone, and welcome back to the LOQW podcast. I'm Rian Belden-Ferrier, and today we're recognizing Autism Acceptance Month, a time to celebrate differences, promote understanding, and highlight the strengths of individuals on the autism spectrum. Did you know that according to the CDC, about 1 in 36 children in the United States is identified with autism, which highlights just how important awareness, acceptance, and creating opportunities, just like employment, truly are. Today I'm honored to be joined by Missy Pulis, a direct support professional here at LOQW. I'm also joined today by her son Dillian. Did you know that a direct support professional supports individuals with disabilities in their everyday lives? Whether that's on the job, out in the community, or at home, they help them build skills and live as independently as possible. We're excited to talk about both her professional and personal perspectives and hear more about Dillian's employment success at Monroe Manor in Paris, Missouri. Welcome to the conversation, Missy. We're excited to have you today. Can you tell us a little more about your role as a direct support professional here at LOQW as you help support individuals on a daily basis?
I support individuals in working on goals that help them to have more independence in their everyday lives and community and job.
What's your favorite part about being a DSP?
It reminds me of working with my son every day. I love my job. To me, it's the most rewarding job to be able to see a person acquire the things that they want in their own life and even sometimes find out new things that they want in their life and be able to help them get there to that point.
Success is definitely sweeter when it's shared with everybody. What does Autism Acceptance Month mean to you personally?
It means to me the rest of the world knowing that they have a lot to contribute to society and to the world, and that we can learn a lot from them.
Absolutely. Welcome to the podcast, Dillian. We're excited to have you today. So, Dillian, can you tell us more about where you work and what you do at your job?
I work at Monroe Manor. I'm basically a professional environmental service specialist. I basically clean all the residents' rooms every day for my life, and I do both halls. And what I'm trying to do is make sure every room is nice and neat and professional. I mean, being a germaphobe myself, I want everything to be clean and neat.
It sounds like you got the right job. I'm sure the residents really appreciate that too. Mm-hmm. What's your favorite part about your job?
Basically, after I do a good day's work, I get paid.
Exactly. We all love making money. Can you tell me something that you've been really excited to purchase with your paycheck from work?
Well, me and my mom here are still working on getting an e-bike for me so I can travel back and forth to work and my house. I'm going to Comic-Con.
That'll be really fun. It's important so you can save your money for fun trips like that. Is there anything else that you would like others to know about you or your experience as you found employment at Monroe Manor?
The residents and the other janitors really appreciate my work and how professional I can get, and how clean and neat I can do. I'm like the Flash, you know? I mean, speeding through everything, making sure it's clean and neat, and approving for my boss, Daniel.
That's great. Do you really like your job, it sounds like?
Yes. I mean, before I started janitorial work, I used to work in activities with my mom before she retired from that work. And then when I got promoted to janitorial work, it was a bit overwhelming for me, but I learned to grow and adapt.
That's important, especially when you take on a new role at a job. But it sounds like you found your fit and you're succeeding, and that you really enjoy making sure the residents' rooms are nice and tidy and clean for them.
That's correct. I do a good job also making beds, managing their trash and whatnot. And I'm pretty good at it.
So a question for both you, Missy and Dylan. What has helped you guys the most in reaching success?
Sometimes we gotta take risks. Just roll down that big street of life and you're there.
I agree.
Being determined.
Being determined.
Pushing through no matter what. Being supportive for him. LOQW providing a job support coach. That is amazing. Dee Dee is really, really good with him. And he is starting some feedback time, which is good.
Dylan, can you tell us a little bit about how she supports you on the job?
Well, she helps supervise me and basically managing mistakes I make in Monroe Manor and teaches me how to do them properly.
It sounds like she's a really great support on the job and kind of helps you connect with coworkers and your supervisor if you have any questions. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Do you enjoy working with your job coach?
Yes, indeed.
Dee Dee is really good at her job. They have got an excellent fit with his job coach. Amazing fit.
I love that. I think determination's a great word and, something you just got to keep going and sticking with it. And I'm glad you've continued and I'm excited to see where you'll be in the next 5, 10, 15 years. And then finally, what advice would you give to other parents or direct support professionals that had a child on the spectrum, helping them find out their goals and hopes and dreams?
I would say just keep supporting each other and keep pushing and encouraging. And if one thing doesn't work, doesn't mean that we can't try something else. Look at the people around you for support and ideas of what different things to try. One thing I found out is that it definitely takes a community. And I would not have made it as far as I have with my son if I did not know about all the services that are available. And just doing a little bit of digging and research, internet's wonderful for that. You can find out all kinds of things, and there is all kinds of people out there to help you, county connections. We've been involved with Paraquad, all the people here, case managers that he's had, so full of information to help us accomplish the things that we've wanted to. There's things like SSI that changes when they start to work. You can keep your benefits when you are working to help you. Like right now, he's wanting to save for a vehicle. He's trying to get his license. There's things that can help you get there. I wouldn't have known about any of those things if it hadn't have been for people here at my work and case manager. It's just been a wealth of information. I always used to think that saying was so silly that it takes a community sometimes. It truly has, because I have people tell me all the time that he's done so well and you've done so good with him. They don't stop to realize the community that I've had to help me help him get there. And that has been amazing.
Definitely connect, reach out, ask questions, and there's a lot of resources out there. Yes. And would you encourage individuals that have barriers to pursue employment?
Yes. At one point in time, I wondered if we were going to make it there. It's a growing process, and each little milestone, even no matter how little it is, it's a milestone that needs to be celebrated. I think any individual that wants that job and that independence, I think they can accomplish it. It may take some time to get there, but that's okay. They can accomplish it if that's what they want.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much for joining us today and sharing your stories. As we continue to celebrate Autism Acceptance Month, let us continue to focus on abilities, inclusion, and creating opportunities for everyone to succeed. Again, like Missy and Dylan both said, keep determination and keep going through, because you'll eventually find that success and sweet spot for whatever you want in life. Thanks again for listening to the LOQW podcast, and we'll see you next time.